Hey golfers, I'm Reed Halton, your golf fitness trainer, and welcome to My 180 Golf, your main hub for transforming your game on and off the course. From building strength and mobility to mastering the mental game and refining your swing, we're here to help you play your best golf ever. So welcome to episode 1 of my Golf Power series. In this video, we're kicking off an 8-episode series for power training and golf, beginning with the foundations of explosive power, helping you drive the ball further, build strength, and just unlocking your true potential out on the course. Now, do you ever wonder how pros generate so much power in their swings? It's not just about the technique, it's actually about physical power. So today we'll explore why power training is essential for golfers, and I'll show you 3 simple tests to measure your own power. So let's get started. Power is the engine behind your golf swing. It's what turns a smooth swing into a powerful 300-yard drive. Studies show that increasing power through strength and explosive training can directly improve clubhead speed and driving distance. But building power not only increases your distance, it also improves control by allowing a more stable and consistent swing, reducing any variability in your golf shots. Simply put, more power means better performance. Think about Bryson DeChambeau, for example. His swing transformation included intense power training, which helped him add that speed and distance, giving him a major competitive edge, making him one of the longest, if not the longest hitter in the world. And with golf advancements in equipment and athletic training, today's golfers are hitting farther than ever, making power a critical component to staying competitive. And lastly, knowing you have the power to reach any distance gives you confidence on the course, allowing you to focus on that strategy and execution without second guessing your capabilities. Now, I want to take the opportunity to refer our mental specialist, Dr. Faizan Imtiaz, who is a part of our My 180 Golf team, that can provide you with some tips on building that mental resilience, staying focused out on the course, and just making the most out of your newfound physical capabilities. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out his content on our channel. Really, really good stuff there. Okay, before jumping into our actual power training, it's crucial to know where you stand. So I'm now going to show you 3 simple tests to measure your baseline power. You have the vertical jump, seated chest pass, and a sit-up medicine ball throw. So these tests are easy to perform and directly relate to the movements used in golf. All right, so we're going to do the vertical jump test. Again, this is a great test to test out our lower body strength, our vertical jump. It's really fun to do as well. So what you need is going to need a relatively tall wall. If you have at your house, just enough room so that you can jump and reach, so that we have that wall. And what I like to do is, unless you have measuring on the wall itself, that's fine, but to make this easy, I like to have 2 sticky notes that you'll need to kind of stick onto the wall when you jump, or anything that's sticky that kind of sticks to the wall, any stickers, just to help indicate where you're touching that wall. And then you'll need a measuring tape just to measure the distance between the jump as well, so that you can kind of get that final result. So first things first, you're going to obviously stand next to the wall. You kind of want to go right next to it. You want to be facing kind of perpendicular. You don't want to be facing towards the wall. Kind of be facing about 2 or 3 inches off the wall. So from here, we're just going to reach up as far as we can. Okay, you want that sticky note, wherever that sticky piece is, at the top of your fingers. Okay, and it's just a standing reach. So we're going to go there. We're going to stick that against the wall, and that's going to be my first measurement. So that's where my baseline is. You're going to want to measure that. Okay, see how tall you can reach. And now you're going to take that next sticky note. This is a little bit more challenging. It may take it a couple of times depending on how far you can stick it, but try and get something sticky. I know sticky notes aren't the best, but if you have anything sticky where you can just slap it on the wall, that's fine, okay? So you've got that baseline measurement. You kind of want to stay relatively in that same area, okay? You're trying to want to get up and higher up on the wall. Don't want to be too far left, too far right, because then that's going to affect your result. So you want to try and stay in line. But from here, we're going to start, okay, 2 feet on the ground, and you're essentially just jumping up and reaching, okay? So I'm not going to stick it first here, but I'm going to show you, you can use your arms to swing, okay? So you go down, you're going to jump, and then you're going to stick this on the wall, okay, as best you can, all right? So here I'm going to show you, okay, so I'm kind of in line with my first sticky note, okay? I can use my arms to propel. Again, can't step, it's got to be right from the feet, okay? Here, good, okay? So you can see I've stuck my other sticky note up there as well. Okay, so that's now the distance you want to measure for that vertical jump is between the top of our first sticky note to the top of the second. So if you have a measuring tape, you can measure that distance, and whatever distance that you have, that's your vertical jump. Okay, so again, very simple. Use the 2 sticky notes, measure the top of each one, and that distance in between the two will determine how far your jump is off the ground. Not very precise the movement, but it'll give you a good sense of where you're at. But if you do have a specific measurement on the wall, it'll be a very good indicator of how high you can hit or jump with that feat, okay? So very simple test. Hopefully you can use that at home or in the gym. All right, so our next test that we're gonna do to test out our power is a sitting med ball throw. So you're gonna need to grab a med ball for this. Doesn't matter what weight you use. I have a 10-pound med ball, but just make sure that when you do this test down the road, you use that same weight so you're gonna have the same baseline to work against. So you're gonna need a ball, you're gonna need a wall or chair to sit up against, and then you're just gonna be able to use a measurement or tape measure area to throw directly across, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit against that wall, okay? Flat on our butts, okay? So it's nice and here, nice and flat, okay? I don't wanna be sitting up in a chair, anything sitting on the ground, okay? So our feet are nice and legs extended, my back is against the wall, okay? From here, it's essentially just a chest pass, okay? So we're not leaning off the wall, okay? We're not using our back, we're just using the arms, okay? We're just gonna see how far that ball lands, okay? And where that ball lands is where our measurement's gonna be. So baseline at the wall is 0, okay? So you can measure in feet, you can measure in inches, however you wanna measure it, doesn't matter. Just make sure you make it consistent every time you do this test, okay? So it's a press all the way out, good. And I'm gonna see where that ball lands, and then I'm gonna mark it down again with my foot, or if you have a sticky or anything like that, you mark it down, measure that distance between there, okay? So again, that's our simple, easy sitting med ball test. Focuses on our upper body power, how much we're able to push. Again, make sure you have a med ball, a wall, and an area to throw. All right, so this video is for the sit-up med ball throw test for our power, specifically in our upper body and our core, how much we're able to utilize for this movement. So for this test, you're gonna need a med ball. I've got a 10-pound ball. It doesn't matter what weight you use. Just make sure when you're doing this test again in the future, that you kind of use the same weight to see how you're progressing with that one weight. Just make sure, again, keep it the same. So you need a med ball, you need a space to throw, and then you just need to make sure that you have something to measure with, measuring tape, whatever you have available, so that I can keep track of your testing score, okay? The way we're gonna set up is we're gonna start, you're gonna find your baseline. So I'm gonna use this white line as my starting point. That's gonna be 0, okay? So that's gonna be my 0, that's where I'm gonna be starting. You can use anything at home that helps you kind of indicate where that 0 is, doesn't matter where it is. Just make sure that when we're starting our measurement, you have that kind of that criteria of where it is. So I'm gonna use my white line. I'm gonna sit on this white line, so this is gonna be my 0. Okay, so we're gonna start on our back, and the first motion is a sit-up, okay? So if you need something to hold your feet down for the sit-up, that's fine as well, okay? So if you can have somebody to hold it down, you can kind of lock your feet under something to make sure they don't come up as we try to do a sit-up. That'd be ideal, okay? But if you can just do a normal sit-up, that is fine as well. Okay, so we're starting on our back, and as we come up to the sit-up, okay, we're gonna throw the ball as far as we can, okay? So my feet are flat on the ground, okay? I'm engaging my core, okay? As I come up for the sit-up, I'm throwing the ball, okay? So all that power, throwing as far as I can, okay? And wherever this ball lands, okay, ball landed about here, okay? So I marked this where this ball lands with a sticky. If you have somebody else to watch, see where it landed to make it accurate, that'd be awesome as well. But you can kind of see where that ball lands as you come up, okay? So you just mark that down, and then you measure the distance between your starting, which is my white line, and then where the ball landed, okay? So that's how you do the sit-up med ball throw power test. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it down in the comments. Best setups, best practices on how to complete this test. So now that you've completed these tests, you have that baseline to measure your progress. So in this power series, I'll show you how to improve your power step by step, and you can always use those 3 tests to refer back to see how you're making out. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you've learned a little bit about the importance of power in golf. and we'll make those steps to become a stronger, smarter, and more confident golfer. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. I look forward to helping transform your game one swing at a time. We'll see you in the next video.